Hello, family. I come into your space today for us to have a little conversation. I trust that you're doing well and you're fine. I want us to look at the story of Abraham, starting from Abraham. You know, it's a huge, uh, thing because we can do Abraham's story and the series will be expansive. It will not have an end because there are various things in there. But I want us to look at the part of continuity. God is a God of continuity, and so you watch from Genesis, from creation to the birth and death of Christ, resurrection after, there has been a continual progression of things. God doesn't truncate things. So you read the Bible, you find out that people God, the Bible indicated, were barren, all had children. The instances where people were barren, you find out that either they chose themselves or it was pronounced maybe by a curse, like Milcah's case, the daughter of Saul. But any individual that the Bible did call barren did have a child because God likes to continue things. Now, in the story of Abraham, you find in Genesis 11 that it was Terah, his father, who began the journey to move from the land of the Ur of the Chaldeans to Canaan. When the father got to Haran, he stopped. Then God had to come to Abraham and tell him, "Get thee out of your father's house." Why? Because Abraham himself had no plan, he had no vision, because Abraham was the first son. Haran was the second, and no, Haran was the third, Nahor was the second. Nahor had remained back at the Ur of the Chaldeans, and the father Terah moved with Abraham. Now, Nahor had married, Haran had died, Abraham had married. The funny thing is that the father Terah, when he was moving, did not move with Nahor or any other person, but he moved with Abraham, his first son, and the wife, and took Lot, the son of Haran, with him. And when he came to Haran, he stopped. Then God had to come to Abraham and say, "Get thee out of your father's house to a land that I will show you." What I'm trying to bring across to you this morning is that don't truncate things that were started by the fathers or your predecessors. Let me use that word. You can take it, modify it, you can take it, readjust it, or turn it around, but don't just truncate it. Terah was not a believer necessarily in Jehovah God, because we find out that the covenant then was given to Abraham along the line. I mean, it's a whole series. The covenant then was given to Abraham along the line. And so whether the predecessors you knew were let me use the word, were good people, were holy or righteous or pure, take the things that they started and turn it around. I trust that you'll be able to go back into your family line, go back into your past, go back into your own life, whether at work, at home, and take those things and turn them around. Because God doesn't want you to end them, He wants you to continue them. And sometimes the best way to continue some of those things is to find a way to leave them, restart it, and turn it around, but never forgo that vision that your father or your mother or your predecessors had. May the Lord be with you, the Lord grant you grace, the Lord show you mercy, and give you peace. Shalom, peace, and life to you.